Regrettably, Lyndon has to have to leave us, so let's give him a rousing round of applause. And we thank Lyndon so much. Lyndon is one of our foremost creatives here on island and establishing himself as a renowned and probably world-renowned soon saxophonist as well. Congratulations, Lyndon. Keep it going, and thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to get this huge celebration, if you will, on the way. I am Brenda Batiste. I'll be guiding you through most of it, the formal parts of it. The celebration is really up to you. And of course, it's a delight to be joined by...
And Roy Batiste. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us for this special occasion. And Brenda, I absolutely love the way you describe it. It is a celebration of the rebranding.
Yes, it is. It is. These two wonderful young people who we've known. I think they just call me Auntie. Yes, but I love it. I love it. I love it. And it's an absolute pleasure to be here. And we are here in the Big Bay, St. Andrew. Absolutely a pleasure to be here for this magnificence that we're about to experience, explosion, if you will, of the rebranding of one of our creatives. We live on Mikey Live. Those of you joining us on the live, good evening and welcome to you wherever you are this Sunday evening. We hope that you'll take the next maybe hour and a half or so, spend it with us. You are in for an awesome treat.
Absolutely. And you know, this is the rebranding of business, but there's so much inspiration behind it all. And I'm quite sure the attendees here today will find ways to move forward in their professional lives, to make the moves, as I like to say. So this is going to be extraordinary.
Yes.
Today.
And one of the things that's really special about the two people who are there, rebranding, yes, but there's so much more. They're not just business people. You know what they say in life, no meeting is by accident. No interaction is by, just a coincidence. There's always something. And so the story of Franz Roberts and Rihanna Warren is quite interesting. These folks have curated a friendship, a relationship, a business. They're like, a grand enterprise, if you will, inspirations to a lot of young people. So it's just really, really magical what they have been able to do with each other, for each other, and together to curate this really special brand.
Together to curate this special brand. And you know, the creative juices of both individuals, that melange, that coming together to present some fabulous pieces, of course. They have been at it. And what I think is so commendable, Rihanna and Franz, the consistency with which they produce their work is beyond. And so we look forward to all the good things they're going to be rolling out here today. But no doubt, this is a new chapter for this undertaking.
All right. And we have lots of specially invited guests with us here this evening. I know many people, they saw their journey. Some of them are customers. And one such lady, we grab her right here. So welcome. Carly. You can join at the middle.
Go ahead.
Right. So what brings you here today? Tell us something about, this awesome craft, the Spice, the creator and co-creator, the founders, you will, and the rebranding of this business here today and what it means.
Oh, that's a lot. I think first and foremost, I just want to say congratulations to both Rihanna and Frank. As young persons and young entrepreneurs, this is definitely a leap of faith for many. Oftentimes we see young persons and they gravitate to traditional jobs. But to see young persons deciding to be creative and taking that leap and, just going out and doing their best and creating a brand that is not only locally known, but regionally and internationally. And hopefully it will be a world brand that will be right on top there soon with all the celebrities carrying their brand. I just wanted and I needed to be a part of this momentous occasion today. So that's why I'm here.
Carleen, what's one quality you absolutely admire about Rihanna and Franz relative to the execution of their craft?
I think one is a little bit understated. The first one I would say is perseverance. Seeing the brand grow from what it was to what it is and knowing what it probably will be, definitely perseverance. But all in all, I think creativity, every time they put out a piece, it's always different. I don't know, it's a masterpiece always. It's just a work of art. It's just not clothes, it's not anything, it's just art when they create.
Thank you so much, Colleen. Appreciate it.
Take
I
care.
like, yeah, and I like what she said. It is art. It is art. Anything you can imagine, anything you can create, is art. And nobody needs to understand it. It is art.
Absolutely. So we are here, of course, major rebranding of business, making the moves over the years. They're going to step it up a notch. And so quite literally, we are going to be bringing you all the inside scoop as things happen here.
Yeah.
So stay with us, of course, on this live stream on Mikey Live. Brenda Batiste and myself, Kenra Batiste, will be taking you through the coverage here today.
Absolutely.
Quick question.
This one is straight for the girl, them. Enrique Iglesias.
Good evening again, everyone, and welcome. Come closer, come closer. Why are we by the gate? Why are we behind the fence? Come closer. Thanks again, everyone, for coming out for this exclusive media launch and rebrand of Craft the Spice. Just in case those of you who missed it earlier, this evening I am Brenda Batiste and
I'm Ken Roy Batiste.
And we are taking you through the formal proceedings of this grand celebration here this evening. So those of you who made the trip to the big parish from deep south, like I did, or west, wherever part of the island you came from to celebrate with Rihanna and France, we welcome you. A special and warm welcome to Senator the Honorable David Andrew. And we thank you so much for coming, sir. It's a pleasure to be in your backyard. And thank you for spending your Sunday evening with us. Of course, Senator the Honorable David Andrew, he's our Minister for Education. So let's welcome him with a rousing round of applause. Senator the Honorable Lennox Andrews, well, we in your place?
Yes.
We in St. Andrew, Southwest, right? No? We not in your place? Northwest? Not St. Andrew? Not Senator the Honorable, of course, you want your seat. How dare us. So thank you so much, Honorable, for coming out, and please give him a warm welcome.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing your time with us this evening. And we welcome as well from St. Andrew Northwest, the Honorable Delma Thomas. And they all come here. These people, they're normally very, very busy. So whenever they can take off their time to spend with us at any occasion, it's really valuable and commendable, and we thank you. And of course, it's all in service to the people, so we thank you so very much for that. So I am tasked with the welcome, and Rihanna and France, Rihanna Warren and France Roberts are the co-founders of Craft the Spice, but you already knew that, right? Rihanna's entrepreneurial pursuit, I believe, started with her creativity and a desire to own and operate her first business, her own business. I remember my first interaction with her. That is what she shared with me. Consequently, Craft the Spice was born in 2016 with France as the production manager and Rihanna, of course, as the chief executive officer. Craft the Spice, initially, they started producing wearable garments made from 100% recyclable materials. Who can remember when she did, was it Face of Grenada in that newspaper dress? Anybody remember that? That was fantastic. That was groundbreaking. That's an image that is etched in my head whenever I think of these two wonderful individuals. It is really a vision, I believe, and I'm sure many of you would agree with me, that has become the best option for fashion needs in Grenada. You agree? And it is beyond bringing inspiration as well. It is innovative, it's customized, and the clients always tell you about the way they make them feel. And that is important, because we all can do many things, we all can probably do the same things, but it's how people leave a feeling. You know, that is a very, very critical element in this kind of business, and they seem to have that special touch. So kudos to them. France, we know, has really starred in like competitions, copped many best dresses and so on. I'm sure he probably racking it up to 50 by now. We can find out later, Kenroy. And today, we are here. Fast forward to today. From 2016, here we are, 2023. And here we are. First awarded as the Courts Fashionista competition. That was their first big award. When we, the populace really knew who they are. That's how they introduced themselves to us, when they copped the Courts Fashionista Award. And then they placed second at the GIDC, Grenada Investment Development Corporation, Young Innovators Challenge in 2018. So here we are today to celebrate another milestone with these two wonderful young people and great entrepreneurs. And it's an absolute pleasure to be here this evening for the rebranding of Craft Day Spice by Rihanna and France.
We should mention here that the fact that you're here to share in this moment means a lot to Rihanna and France. They value your presence, so we want you to know that. They value their connection with you. They value the prospects. So we really want you to understand that, you being one of the attendees, of course, here today.
Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you sitting, if you can stand, as we invite God's presence and invite Marsha Phillip to move a word of prayer.
Good night, everyone. Would you please bow your heads? Dear God, thank you for allowing us to gather here today for this wonderful occasion. I thank you, Lord. I ask you, Lord, to bless this event, that it will run smoothly without any mishaps and be a memorable event for years to come. I am asking you, Lord, to please bless everyone here. Those that are on their way, I'm asking you, Lord, to please give them traveling mercy. Today I lift up France and Rihanna before you, the business owners, and I'm asking you, Lord, to continue to bless them, continue to keep them, continue to guide them. I pray that the creative energies will continue to flow through them, and we will see them grow professionally and personally for years to come. I pray that their futures will be blessed, that they will be trendsetters in their field as they already are, but they will continue to grow, Lord, and let their name and their brand be recognized internationally. I give thanks today for everyone assisting that made this event successful and also contributed to the growth and success of this business. I ask you, Lord, to please bless these proceedings, and thank you for allowing us to be present here today to witness such a wonderful blessing. We give you thanks and praise and ask this to Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. Thank you. To move some remarks on this occasion, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Keisha Mitchell. Keisha Mitchell is the Senior Vice President at the Grenada Investment Development Corporation, and she's also the VP of Business Development.
Senator, the Honorable David Andrew, Minister for Education, the Honorable Lennox Andrew, Minister for Economic Development, the Honorable Delma Thomas, MP of St. Andrew Northwest, family and friends, Rihanna and France, to my GIDC colleague and facilitators, some of them who are here, Beverly Alexander, Dale Neptune and Carlin Perryman, and other invited guests. It gives me great pleasure to witness this rebranding ceremony. A few months ago at the strategic planning session of the GIDC, I was asked, who is an ideal entrepreneur? And I was not attuned to a definition because I said to myself, an entrepreneur should be an ideal entrepreneur. And at the time, the consultant looked at me and she simply said, okay. But I sat on my bed and I began to read a story. And I was intrigued. And the story went like this. In 2014, she participated in the Face of Grenada competition. And the story went on to say that as part of this competition, an outfit had to be made, an outfit that would have been made from recycled materials, materials that were indigenous to Grenada. And a sketch was created, but that the sketch was not liked. And therefore, a brainstorming session took place. So I said to myself, well, maybe, just maybe, an ideal entrepreneur is one who brainstorms. So I continued to read the story, And the story went on to say that we recreated other sketches, and we decided to use the newspaper to sketch the outfit. And we decided to come up with various materials and various ways to make the perfect outfit. And I said to myself, well, maybe an ideal entrepreneur is one who is innovative. And I continued to read the story, being rather fascinated. And it went on to say that after the garment was made, the entrepreneur looked at it and scrapped it. And I said, well, maybe the ideal entrepreneur is one who looks at his or her own work, critiques it, and fine-tune it. And I continued to read the story. And mind you, at that time, I really wanted to sleep, but the story was so fascinating that I couldn't. And it went on to say that we rolled and we rolled and we rolled newspapers. We sought the help of a friend, and we continued to roll and roll and roll. And I said to myself, aha, the ideal entrepreneur asks for help when it is needed. But the story went on. And the story went on to state that the garment was made out of the newspaper. It was rolled into a skirt. The necklace was made out of plastic straws. And then it said, but when the entrepreneur looked at the garment, the entrepreneur was not wowed. And I said to myself, aha, the ideal entrepreneur must have that wow moment. And it went on to say that the entrepreneur then decided that I needed to add certain things to make this product extremely great. So bag made from boli and a bracelet made from a bamboo. And I said, the ideal entrepreneur is indeed creative. Rihanna Warren and France Roberts epitomize the ideal entrepreneur. And it is that moment and many events from past that allow them to pilot and co-pilot the plane of Craft the Spice. The artistic expressions that were created from Craft the Spice, as most of you would know, are still memorable. And as much as I work at the GIDC, I'm also a customer of Craft the Spice. And I can tell you what Craft the Spice did for me. I went into Rihanna and France and I said, well, I usually don't like to wear things with all my skin exposed and so on, but maybe for my birthday, you can create something. And Rihanna said, yes, I think you would need something. I'm seeing it. I'm actually seeing what you would need. And she sent me some designs and I selected, but she actually made the final selection. And when they completed that product, I was a different person. And Samuel John, who was here, who was the photographer at the time, and Rihanna recommended that too, a complete package would tell you, in that moment, wearing the garments made by Rihanna and Franz, I became expressive as well. I became a different person. Or perhaps I should say that person within me that I did not know came out. And I was happy. And I said to myself, craft the spice provides an opportunity for someone to elevate. Craft the spice provides an opportunity to build one's confidence. And it was all of that that I believe that propelled Rihanna and Franz to participate in the 2017-2018 GIDC Young Innovators Challenge. And I was excited, but I'll tell you why. I was excited because Rihanna and Franz are from the same parish that I'm from, St. Patrick. So I was excited. Of course, I had to hide my excitement. I had to be a professional. Rihanna and Franz participated in this challenge with great passion and humility. They placed third in the Young Innovators Challenge, and I was quite happy because I knew that Craft the Spice, being steered by Rihanna Warren and Franz Roberts, had the potential to scale, to expand, to help people become confident, and to reach new frontiers. And for this, the GIDC applaud Franz and Rihanna. Today's branding event is another one of the activities that will propel this business to a different level. This branding reveal suggests that Craft the Spice promises to add value to its customers. It promises to continue its creative and artistic expressions to satisfy you as customers. It promises to have a new identity that signifies what the business is about and that you can expect to get from it what you would like to have. So on behalf of the GIDC, I wish to say to Franz and Rihanna, continue to be innovative and creative. Continue to find new ways to keep your business ahead of your competitors. Continue to craft and refine where you think crafting and refining are necessary. Continue to implement any sales strategy that you must have, but continue to understand your customers, or continue to find that thing that will allow you to reach them and that will allow them to stay and will allow them to talk about the business. And we always say that just somebody talking about the business is one of the most or the best advertising tool that anyone can use. And as Brenda said, it still is. Continue to be humble and passionate in what you do, because those are the characteristics and ideals that brought you here today. But in everything that you do, just to remember that you must put God in all of this. God gave you a specific talent and you are using it in the way that it was intended to be used. This branding reveal is saying to young people that entrepreneurship and becoming an entrepreneur is possible. It is possible because it can help you to improve your livelihoods. It is possible because it can make a difference within our communities. And it is possible because it can contribute to the economic development of our country. So Rihanna and France, today you have taken flight. The GIDC supports you. We will continue to provide whatever advice you may need. Take flight and continue to soar. Thank you.
Thank you very, very, very much. Let's hear it again for Ms. Keisha Michelle. Keisha is the VP of Business Development at the Grenada Investment Development Corporation, and she's also the Senior Vice President. Very rousing and inspiring indeed.
Yes, that was a two-in-one presentation, because the thing is, the next item on the program has to do with testimonials, customer testimonials. So actually, Ms. Mitchell started the process because she gave her whole testimonial as part of the mix. All right, so we're going to move on now. This part, customer testimonials, and we are so delighted to have one such individual. Her name is Nichelle Thomas Marcel. She's going to, of course, give her side of the story.
Members of Parliament, special invited guests, family and friends, a pleasant good night. In 2019, while I was planning my wedding, I was told about Rihanna and Fran. But before I get to Rihanna and Fran, I grew up having a love for African fashion and decided that whenever I got married, I had to get married in a full fabric dress. I visited 2 other seamstresses before I got to Rihanna and Fran, trying to have them see my vision of getting married in a full fabric dress. And everybody would be like, nah, that ain't gonna look good. I ain't think that gonna look good. Maybe you should wear a white dress and add a piece of African fabric. But it was not my vision. So I made a post on Facebook saying that I was looking for somebody to do a full fabric wedding dress for me. And I got a message from somebody saying that there is these 2 young persons in Pulse who I can probably visit. They couldn't remember the business name, but they said to me, I believe it starts with craft. So I went on Facebook, I typed in the word, and up came their page, Craft the Spice. I sent them a message, and a consultation was arranged. I got to Rihanna and Fran, and I shared my vision, and immediately I knew that they were the ones to do my wedding dress, because the light I saw in Fran's eyes when I said to him I wanted a full fabric ball gown dress with long sleeve. I just saw it. He said, that would be a challenge, but I would love to try. And try indeed he did. They did my wedding dress, and I remember when I went for my first fit on, I promised myself that I wasn't going to cry. But when I saw my dress, the tears just began to flow. And Rihanna was like, well, everybody called me Anu. So she was like, what do I know? And I remember I just couldn't help it. My dress was so beautiful that I had to cry. As a matter of fact, as Keisha said, Rihanna and Fran has a full package. So I did not have to go anywhere for anything. They did my dress, they did my makeup, they did all the clothes, as a matter of fact, for the wedding with the makeup, and assisted with my hair on the wedding day. So it was really a full package at Rihanna, at Craft the Spice. And I must say that I was really grateful for their input in my wedding, because it was one of Fran's original pieces. He crafted the dress. I just told him my idea, I wanted long sleeve. I wanted the bottom to be fluffy and kind of balgongy. And he did his do, and I was very pleased with the outcome. I would just like to say thanks to Rihanna and Fran for making my wedding dreams come true. It was really an amazing day. And as I am standing here, this is also one of Rihanna's and Fran's original pieces they did for me as well. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Yeah, kind of ball gongy. That's how we, we plebs.
Yeah.
That's how we plebs speak to the experts.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's how we bring across our vision to the experts. Yeah, so kind of round. Like the strap J-Lo had on, that strap. Yeah, kind of ball gongy. Wonderful.
So happy to know that her dream for the dress came alive. So hats off to Rihanna and France.
Absolutely.
We're going to continue with customer testimonials. We have another individual in our midst, and her name is Sadie Lewis Moore. Please welcome Sadie.
I will stand on protocol already established because I don't want to mess up and call somebody the wrong name. Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening. When Rihanna messaged me to ask me if I'll be able to do a testimonial at this event, I was baffled because if, of course, no love, I will be honored. Just send me the address and be sure to give me a time limit because I will show up with a lot to say. And I have to stick to the script or else I will talk for hours. I have a lot of stories. Rihanna and I went to school together at the St. Joseph Convent, Grenville. She was ahead of me. We weren't close, but what I can say about her was that since then, she was very artistic and a fashionista. In 2016, at my aunt's wedding, I experienced firsthand the amazing work of Rihanna and France. She was hired for makeup. That time they weren't doing sewing as yet. She was hired for makeup services at the wedding. And when I tell you, these two worked together like magic, like butter spreading on hot bread. It was amazing to watch. I remember them being very, very professional and punctual. They took their time to properly set up and one by one did everyone's makeup. France was responsible for everyone's eyebrows, and Rihanna's duty was to do everyone's face. When I finally got mine done, I was baffled. My first professional makeup, and I felt so beautiful. And she made sure to tell me that I was. I remember also going through the process. She kept exclaiming, "I love doing your chubby face." They grew from then and started sewing and build on Crafty Spice. Fast forward to 2021 after the love of my life proposed to me. Off topic, but Rihanna and I would regularly joke that 2011 was our magical year because that's when she met Frank and I met him. Back to topic. You see, I have to stick to the script. You're doing good. Thank you. Craft This Spice collaborated with Pineapple Marketing on Facebook to bless a lucky bride with a free wedding dress. So naturally, I followed the rules to be considered, or in other words, I made all my family members bombard Facebook to make sure that I was chosen. Because let's be honest, a decent wedding dress is not cheap. And I was not going to miss on an opportunity for a free one. So rightfully, I was chosen. But between myself and all of us here today, I think Rihanna and France was biased in picking me, and I am not complaining. From the first consultation to the day I walked down the aisle, I can't tell you how much times I cried tears of relief and joy. I am not your regular slim body type that the world typically portrays as beautiful and acceptable. However, I am usually confident. But those two took that confidence from a 9 and turned it into a 15. Those at the consultation, they made sure to listen to my ideas and what I was comfortable with. Their input and creative ideas was also amazing. Now, planning a wedding is not for the weak. When I tell you, I did not have to worry about anything when it comes to my wedding dress. I almost forgot I had to get a wedding dress. With the million other things I had to worry about, I was stressed. And they would just pop in from time to time, sometimes weeks after they would pop in. Hey, you like that material? Hey, you like that diamond? What do you think about adding this? Or what do you think about, all I was responsible for was saying yes, no, maybe, or do what you want. Thankfully, my wedding dress was the least of my problems. The day I first saw the finished product, in true shocked Grenadian style, I asked, that is mine? Because I could not believe it. I loved it so, so much. And then trying it on was a dream, naturally. I cried, Rihanna cried, and Franz just rolled his eyes. Rihanna took care of I am not exaggerating, every single detail when it came to me. My accessories, my shoes, my makeup, my hairstyle, down to my underwear and my armpits. I did not have to worry about one thing. I literally showed up on my wedding day to her room, her personal room, well decorated for me so that I can be as happy and comfortable as possible. On that day, I also want to mention, as a bride, you would have to have something old, something new, something blue, and I did not have something borrowed. So in true natural Rihanna style, she took her very precious, expensive ring and put it on an unresponsible person like me. She borrowed me it. And that broke me. That was so sentimental to me, and I really, really, really appreciate her borrowing me something to make sure that I had the complete package. It was not just a customer and client feeling. I felt as if my big brother and sister was making sure, I'm feeling fuzzy, I feel to cry. And yes, I'm shaking. I didn't expect to feel this way, but I felt as if my big brother and sister was making sure my day was as perfect as possible. Franz hyped me up too much. My cheeks always hurt when I left the shop. Rihanna and I laughed so much when we did makeup applications. We went into deep conversations about our mental and physical health, sharing common stories that I now cherish so, so much. We relate to so much things, and our loud laugh and sense of humor sparked so much. We would just hear Franz grumble in the other room. What are you laughing there? So hurry up and do all you have to do. To end, I would like to say, I don't know if they're seeing me or I hope they're hearing me. But to end, I would like to tell both of them, thank you for giving me the platform today to express my gratitude. Every time I try to type on Facebook how much I appreciate you too, it's either I have too much to say or I don't know where to start. I also want to say, as a self-proclaimed little sister, I am very proud of you both. You two, your drive, your creativity, your persistence, and the way you two stick together as a team for your common goal just gives what it's supposed to give, as us young people say. Thank you for including my husband and I here today, for all that you did for the both of us. I did not mention everything because I said I need to stick to the script or I'll be talking for hours, and I think I've been talking for too long. I wish you both everything that's good, and may God continue to bless this business, its growth, and continue to bless it with large profit margins. When you both go international and are known by millions, I will get to proudly say that I wore one of your first original pieces, and hopefully I could get to sell it on eBay for $200,000. Just tell me, I am always available to help where I can, so don't ever approach me with if again. Just tell me where and when and where, and I'll show up once it's legal. If it's illegal, just tell me so my husband won't hear.
Thank you, Sadie. Thanks so much. And that's the thing, Brenda. The work of Rihanna and Franz, life-changing. And you know there is really a correlation between looking good and feeling good.
That's
it
right.
actually affects
Yeah.
your self-esteem in a positive way. for you
Keisha
lot.
said it because if you know Keisha before, she's a very conservative person. And I think she said it. They actually, when they made that gown, she didn't like to reveal her skin. And when the gown was made, how she feel. Dressing up and looking good and feeling good. And it really does well for mental and soul health. It really does. We don't dress up because people just say, hey, you're looking for people. Nah. You do, it's a feel-good thing. It's actually a healthy thing. And so that is what creatives, they help do for us. You know, they complete that thing that we feel or want to feel.
It boosts your confidence, so continue to dress up and look nice. All right, we are going to move on with the program. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, we are going to introduce to you Story Time, to be presented by Lex and Fletcher.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Kenroy. Good evening, everyone. And thank you for having me here this evening. It's an honor. To the honorable ministers, member of parliament, good evening once again. Special invited guests, well-wishers, old school friends, models, everyone, welcome. So this part of the program is called Story Time. When I was told I had to sit on this fabulous setting here, I felt like, okay, it's real story time, and I really want to alert you that the story I'm about to share with you is all Rihanna. It's in her voice. Well, you're hearing me and you're seeing me, but it is all Rihanna's journey, along with her partner, getting to this point. And it's really touching. And I hope I don't cry, because it is a beautiful, beautiful personal journey indeed. Chapter 1. Orchestrated by God, bound by destiny, our journey, a blessing which led us right to each other. We first crossed paths as children in the year 2000 at a tea party and a fashion show. Fashion show, right? Organized by our church. France was pointed out to escort me on stage as I debuted as a fashion model, wearing the brightest red lipstick that the choir mistress had in her purse. Since then, we had several instances where we ran into each other, but never connected. We went to the same church, took the same bus to school. We even shared mutual friends. Now, even though his name came up a few times, I was oblivious. But France, apparently admired me from a distance. In early 2011, France mustered up the courage and reached out to me via Facebook. But that was short-lived because I was not an avid texter. Strangely, the next time we saw each other, oh boy, sparks flew. We were both awestruck and awkwardly waved. We waved to each other. I couldn't shake the feeling that evening and went to bed wondering if I was overthinking, as usual, the whole event. Well, the stars aligned in July of 2011. Fate dealt a good hand, and France and I encountered when I accompanied a friend to get her eyebrows done. France was totally caught off guard as he was not expecting to see me there. He shaved her eyebrows fast. And then he took the opportunity to get my freshly waxed eyebrows shaved as well. The conversation flowed naturally, and France quickly took note of my wit and sense of humor. I had not laughed like that in a very long time, and I could sense that was the same for him. In that moment, every bad thing in our lives was okay. He was reserved but confident and very sure of himself, respectful, kind, and mature beyond his years. I also picked up on his keen sense of responsibility. Franz took a leap of faith and promised to call me that evening. Though I did not share my number, I sat there waiting eagerly for that phone to ring. We talked that night as if we had known each other from lifetimes ago. Chapter 2. We have been best friends since that day, inseparable, and on quite the journey. Two creatives, we decided to make our abilities and also we decided to marry our abilities and enjoy very interesting date activities right from the start. This ranged from creating furniture items from scratch to art on canvas, braiding hair, crochet, designing and upcycling, and body painting. It was guaranteed a fun learning experience every time we hung out. Franz was widely resourceful and taught me everything he knew. How to start a fire, how to use a slingshot, and how to fish, to name a few. And I took the opportunity to really focus on my studies and to teach him all the lessons from my college classes as well. We brought out the best in each other. We were fearless, and nothing seemed too great for us to take on. Very soon, I encouraged Franz to harness his strengths and open his own business, a barbershop. We were both on a different career path. I wanted to be an English literature teacher and he a gifted joiner. The more we hung out, the more we discovered ourselves, the more activities we did. This cocktail of activities ultimately led us to being publicly recognized after I wore a unique piece that we created from recyclable materials. I participated in a local modeling competition in 2014, Face of Grenada, and copped Best Title in Category Awards for a piece we created from recyclable and unconventional materials. Oh, it was a beautiful newspaper dress, complete with accessories such as a drinking straw neck piece, bamboo bracelet, and bowlie bag, which Franz carved. I also won the competition. From there, we entered deeper into the world of endless possibilities. I walked local, regional, and international stages as a model. He saw my love and appreciation for fashion design and sewing grow and gave me the ultimate gift. He decided to teach himself to sew so that we can begin working on our goals. And I became his muse. Wow. I redirected my career path and pursued higher education in business so that I can further strengthen the entrepreneurial spirit that was obviously within me. Franz started to seriously delve into fashion designing and tailoring, and we decided to start another business in March 2016, Craft the Spice. As demands grew for our one-of-a-kind pieces, at first, we only did items from recyclable or unconventional materials. But soon, I encouraged experimenting on fabric, as I loved draping, and we completed our first gown for the local Chocolate Festival exhibit at True Blue Bay Resort. A brown taffeta dress. Yes, a brown, beautiful taffeta. Did I say dress? I meant gown. Yes. That August 2016, we entered another local competition put on by Quartz. Remember that? Where we had to use a piece of furniture as inspiration to create a garment. we created an evening gown inspired by an Ashley one-seater couch and called it the Ashley Royale. We won! We won with the Ashley Royale. Yes. At this time, our imagination took off about the things we could achieve. And we continued on our journey of many firsts. The following year, August 2017, we had our very first gown in the National Carnival Queen Show, which I wore, of course, and it captured Best Title in Category awards. It was such a proud moment for us. We had quite a difficult time sourcing the right fabric. We were still sewing almost purely experimentally for 1 year. And the time we had was just a day and a half to complete the dress. Just a day and a half to complete this dress. Wow. We used a total of 21 yards of fabric to achieve the desired effect and was pleased to capture the win amongst other notable local and regional designers. Here comes that beauty. Yes, you remember this gown? That October, the 2017 Face of Grenada winner made her debut on the cover of Caribbean Entertainment magazine, and we designed a beautiful red taffeta evening gown. That red taffeta gown was a star. A star. And so we went on to do pieces for clients, both from fabric and recyclable materials, and the majority captured wins. Over 50 pieces since then. Can you believe it? Over 50 pieces since then. Chapter 3. In 2018, we took a leap of faith despite many challenges and moved to a new location together so that we can facilitate our big dreams. It was a new start. We became new people, and in a way, we became guests, and our lives was the show. In retrospect, it was the beginning of a low in our lives, believe it or not. We lost a lot in the first few months. Friends, track of time, ourselves. There were instances where we felt like imposters in our own lives. How did we become so good? Do we deserve this? Are we good enough? The sudden change in environment brought many new moods and attitudes. We forgot to have fun. We forgot to live. At one point, we were so shocked to realize that what we actually did was move in together. We were so focused on the business, we had made a move that we were not necessarily ready for as young people. Michelle Obama once said that failure is an important part of growth and building resilience. Though the business was still in operation and we were seemingly thriving, we both felt like failures. Nothing seemed to be going the way we had planned, and the future seemed like a dismal place. Still, we persevered, we continued to work on amazing designs, and continuously made choices which improved our craft. We never stopped showing up for work and for each other. When the going got tougher, we went on autopilot. Still, we continued to progress because of the strong foundation Franz and I had built. Excellence was like muscle memory. And then, and then. Ladies and gentlemen, a new beginning, a new journey. I love to call this, and I'm putting this here, and I'm totally ad-libbing right now. What an awesome love story, right? Ladies and gentlemen. And then, one or two became one. So proud. Ladies and gentlemen, Rihanna and France.
I must say good night to everyone. Thank everyone for showing up. It really means a lot. And then came the start of the transformation. We embraced ourselves and began to focus on what was important, us. Life comes in cycles. And it doesn't happen to you. It doesn't happen to you. It is the direct result of the choices we make in each moment. The fact, sorry, and in fact, yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not accustomed to this. Right. All right. In fact, our purpose was something to be found. So we stopped searching and focus on creating. Part of our purpose is what we ought to share our many talents with those we encounter. To share that feel-good essence that may be encouraged on their own path.
As our mindset improved, we became clearer on our own goals. Craft the Spice is and will always be our baby. However, we believe our brand is a direct reflection of us, and as we evolve, so too should our company. Today, you're here to experience two very special achievements: the rebranding of Craft the Spice and an exclusive look at our brand new Atelier. What started as a hobby for a pair of unassuming teenagers who were giddy in love blossomed into Craft the Spice, a locally recognized fashion design company. Today, it is an honor to reveal to you our rebranded company. A brand designed with you in mind to give you the best personalized shopping experience. Modish Muse Design Company. When we began talking about rebranding, we wanted to nod to how we started and where we are going. Modish Muse. Modish. Elegant, exclusive, stylish, chic, sharp, classy. And Muse, the inspiration. In other words, you. While I might have been the muse for how we got started, you are the inspiration for every creation going forward. Modish Muse Design Company represents the embracing of confidence and the elevation of self. A brand for everyone who wants to be draped in luxury. Although the name has changed, one thing remains true. Clients are served with the same love and creative, positive energy as in the beginning. The Atelier is designed to take you on a personalized journey from consulting to conceptualizing, fitting, styling, and adding finesse to complete your statement-making looks. I think I'll let the space do the talking when we get upstairs in a few minutes.
Distinguished guests, friends, family, everyone viewing via the live stream, we'd like to say a heartfelt thank you for your support on this path. They say it takes a village. Well, you are a part of our village, and we couldn't be happier to share in this moment with you. Thank you to everyone who lent a helping hand over the years and for your support, whether it was words of encouragement or having a custom piece made or experiencing the transformation under my makeup brush. To our generous partners for making this day possible, we say thank you. Huggins Distribution, Queen Corp Management Solutions, LL Ramdani and Company Limited, Bryden and Miners, Colombian Emeralds, Hexive Creative Agency, The Rap Chick, D's Stationery Supplies, Spice Island Dream Properties, the United States Embassy Grenada, the GIDC, Wagiti Rental and Sound, Make It Memorable Moments, the Cupra, Marcia Parrot Designs, Creative Works Branding Agency, Urban Woods, Mugs and Cups, Mikey Live, Solid the Band, Lyndon Langdon, DJ Moore, Kenroy Batiste, and our beloved aunties, Brenda Batiste and Lexan Fletcher. To all of our friends who assisted in the final preparation of our atelier, we say thank you. Most importantly, thank God. Thank God for his divine and abundant blessings, for the miracles he had worked in our relationship, in our business, and in our individual lives. As we ask his continued mercy and his grace as we step out boldly in faith after our dreams. In this moment, I'd like to pause and recognize Franz Roberts for his commitment to service excellence and to this company. I'd like to honor him by presenting a small token on behalf of myself and the team for being a great leader and impacting each of us with his work ethic and inspiring us with his sense of figure-it-out ability. And when I say, this is Stefan Victor, our assistant. She's been with us for the last 2 years, and she will just present Franz with this plaque. Your continued efforts is deeply appreciated. All of us, and when I say all of us, I know usually when I make my Facebook posts, it seems like a team of 20. But all of us, all 4 of us, we really appreciate you, and we look forward to more amazing things for 2023 and beyond. And when I say figure-it-out ability, I mean, in addition to completing all of our orders in the last few weeks, the outfits we are wearing tonight was sewn by him. I think this is my new favorite dress as well. And the interior of the atelier was constructed by him. Just wait until you see it. Just a few more moments.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Modish Muse Design Company. A total rebrand. What started a curation of craft, the spice of the love, the friendship, the competencies and talent of these 2 individuals. Let's give them a real hearty round of applause. This is special. It feels so right.
Feels so good.
Yeah.
What a journey.
Yes, indeed.
What a journey. One
Indeed.
of love and passion.
Yeah. And as we journey on, we just stop for a minute to welcome some special folks who have joined us. We say welcome to the Honorable Dennis Cornwall. He is the parliamentary representative for St. Patrick East. Welcome, sir. And Ms. Tessa Sincere has joined us, and we thank you for joining us this evening. So the Atelier is probably what you'd refer to as their studio. So you're probably wondering, what she just say there? So that's upstairs. So you're going to see where the magic will be created and where we would all come now to interface, to react, have our consultations, and so on with France and Rihanna.
Yes, yes. Listen, it is a lot to take in. I'm just so proud of Rihanna and Franz. If you're proud of their efforts over the years, put your hands together for them, ladies and gents. Love, love, love it, and the excellence they continue to roll out as, of course, part of their signature.
Yeah, in truth. Excellence is not only in their DNA, it's obviously their love language as well. And remember the part of the story where they say they were their lowest, their excellence came in like second nature. So that is important. If it's in you, and it's going to come. Even in your low moments, it's going to seep through. So we are going to take the time now to, we say thanks to Mikey. We're probably going to say goodbye to the folks on the live. For now, I believe. For now, maybe. We're not sure. That'll be up to the people upstairs. But all of you, the specially invited guests, we thank you so very much. And what can I say, Rihanna? Kenroy, about France and Rihanna.
It's that good, so you have to call the name more than once. Yes.
I know, I'm in my head with the whole story and all of that.
It's that good.
But you know, one thing that comes to mind, and that's something that I had, the primary school teacher used to say, if you believe, you do.
Yeah.
So they believed, and they did. Yeah? So let's give them a round of applause again.
Yeah.
They surely believed, and they did. So it's been an absolute pleasure being here. And again, we resume when we can, because I guess they probably want to show up the Atelier to some of our onliners who are customers, of course, or potential customers.
Yes.
And so now we take, it's a delight to invite the Honorable Lennox Andrews, the Honorable Dennis Cornwall, the Honorable Delma Thomas, and Ms. Tessa Sincere to start the viewing at the Atelier. And all the folks sitting on this side as well, you can make the trip upstairs.
Yes. Please join them. Please join them. Ladies and gents, please find inspiration in their work for your own journey as you move on in this life.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. So it's now Modish Muse. Yeah, normally we would forget and say, crap, the spice is all right. But it's now Modish Muse and well-crafted. Modish Muse Design a Company, crafted by Franz Roberts and Rihanna Warren. It's been an absolute pleasure taking you through the media launch of this. I am Brenda Batiste from La Bay, the Big Bay, in St. Andrew, Grenada. Bye for now.
All right. I'm Ken Batiste. Thanks for joining us for now.
go first, I will have the first look at our new atelier. So you can come with us. So I think you guys should close your eyes. Close your eyes, let me turn the lights on, and then I'm going to tell you when to open. Now you can open. You can come in. So welcome to our atelier. And as we mentioned, downstairs is designed to take you on a journey. So we're gonna start here on your right. We're entering into the reception area. This is where we're going to receive all of our clients, take their information, make appointments, and do all of our background business activities, yeah? And we're coming over to the consultation space where we have our statement wall. Yeah? So after we chat about what outfit you want, the event, we're coming into construction area, right? So we're moving into the sewing space. Yeah. And after you have your outfits made, you can get your makeup done on this area. Yeah? We have our fitting room after that, and then the display section. So you can take a moment, take it in. What do you guys think?
Wow.
Everybody is just very, very quiet.
Yes. Too much to take in.
Yes.
Love it.
Very much absorbed.
Yeah.
Very much absorbed.
What are you doing?
Yeah, good. You want one, guys? You want one, Connie? Wow.
I'm surprised you told her.
Can I reach home, boy? Can I reach home? Reach home. You better come tomorrow for what?
You better believe it.
Wow. It's good.
Congratulations. Thank you. Cheers. I don't have my glass, but cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you so much, guys, for your help and your continued motivation. It was definitely a drive toward this type of brand. This is it. I mean, my family knows that I'm a big dreamer. I'm very ambitious, and this is the standard for me now. And it's only up from here.
Right.
So thank you very much. And I hope you enjoy the evening. This is as much your moment as it is mine. So when you go downstairs, I want you to shake a leg, take a drink, have something nice to eat, and you'll get a small token on your way down. Yeah? So we can now. Thank you. So let us let the first people come out, and we'll take in some more people.
Thank you. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Daddy.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. My darling.
Sorry.
Of course, I'm ready always. to stress you guys out this week. I did a whole throwback journey, and then yesterday I just came on and I was like, we're saying goodbye to Crafty Spice. And I mean, my phone was just blowing up, you know. I felt a little bad leading you guys on, but this is what I've been holding. This is what we've been working on. We've been conceptualizing this brand for the last 4 years, and it feels really, really good to finally let this big secret out. So we're looking forward to welcoming all of you who are on the live. Sometime this week we're opening officially on Tuesday to the public, and you are more than welcome to pop by to see the space between 9 and 5 at the M&H Plaza, Grenville, booth number 10. See you guys. Alright. So we're going to welcome a few more of our friends. Welcome to our new atelier.